Alright people, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you'll know when I upload the next video and you'll be supporting my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Every time I upload a new video, I'll be tweeting. Ladies and gentlemen, UX, and this is Holy Terra, Warhammer 40,000 by the channel of the Templian Institute. At the heart of the Imperium lies Holy Terra, cradle of humanity and home to the Emperor himself. Should it ever fall, all of mankind will forever descend into chaos. Yeah, I mean, if Holy Terra falls, Emperor falls, and if Emperor falls, there is no interstellar travel. So I guess all the worlds are cut off, I guess. There is no one Imperium left. All the worlds are different, they're all stuck. So they are, I guess easy pickings to things like orc attacks and, yeah. Holy Terra. So I guess, all the ecclesiarchy and all the, I guess leaders basically reside in Holy Terra, I guess. Except for the military branches of Primarchs and, I guess the leaders of Astartes and things like that. They probably resides in whatever planet they are at, I guess. So yeah. It's gonna be fun. Remember people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. I haven't been doing Warhammer 40,000 videos for a few days now. I don't know. I didn't have much time in the past few days and I wasn't feeling much to myself and I didn't want to ruin any reaction from Warhammer 40,000 because I really love Warhammer 40,000 universe. So I only want to do this when I'm, really my head is at it. I don't just want to, glide past it. So I feel like, what, I have some time now and let's do a small video. It's about Holy Terra from Templian Institute. Why not? So let's watch it.
The breadth of the Imperium spans across 1,000,000 worlds, from the Arctic wasteland that is Valhalla to the towering hives of Armageddon. Each day, hundreds are lost to invasion, plague, or the warp, while hundreds more are rediscovered, colonized, and liberated. Yet there is one planet that stands out above all. A millennia of strife has dissolved its oceans, its soil is barren, and its air is toxic. So revered is this place, however, that of the untold billions of pilgrims who flock to it each year, the few that arrive will likely never leave. In ancient times, it was known as Earth. In the 41st millennium, it is Holy Terra.
I remember in Bricky's video, he was constantly calling it Earth, I think, and people in the comment were screaming like, what a heretic, it's a Holy Terra and something like that. It was just fucking awesome. So okay, so this, Earth, basically Holy Terra in Warhammer 40,000, 41st millennium at least, is treated like Mecca, right? There are pilgrims who basically visit there and things like that from distant galaxies, distant part of the galaxies.
Capital and throne world of the Imperium, Terra is effectively a planet-wide temple dedicated to the worship of the Emperor of mankind.
Damn, okay.
The Emperor resides here still, entombed and sustained within the
whole
Golden
planet.
Throne. His presence alone has made Terra a sacred world of power and majesty that for many in the Imperium remains only a place of legend and myth. Those blessed to call the planet home are the highest servants of the Emperor, the holiest clergy of the ecclesiarchy, the aristocratic families of the Navis Nobilite, and the most powerful military officers, scribes, and bureaucrats. Countless more toil as serfs and thralls, who serve across Terra's countless manufactoria, producing the infrastructure that preserves the planet's endless labyrinth of bureaucracy. They suffer in terrible squalor, their greatest hope that their offspring might one day join the priesthood of Earth, or be accepted as a clerk or adept of the lowest order. Terra's entire surface is covered in continent-sized edifices of state, including the Imperial Palace, the Ecclesiarchical Palace, the Temple of the Assassinorum, the Quarter of the Navigators, and the hundreds, if not thousands, of departmental headquarters of the Adeptus Terra, the imperial government. Even the Imperial Inquisition is said to maintain its greatest stronghold on Terra, far beneath the southern polar ice cap. Foreboding statues of angels, Primarchs, and all the heroes of the Imperium have made Holy Terra the defining example of Imperial architecture. Its soaring buildings and breathtaking avenues have been imitated across the galaxy, but never surpassed. A square meter of land on Terra is worth more than a palace on any other hive world.
Makes sense.
In orbit, enormous cities and stations are anchored, ancient even when the Imperium was new. These are surrounded by countless defense platforms, laser batteries, and the Phalanx, the mobile fortress monastery of the Imperial Fist's Adeptus Astartes chapter.
I guess after the 25th or 21st millennia, when it's started to pick up, right? The technology started to pick up, when Emperor thought he should come out as Emperor or something like that. When technology was all-time high or something, that's when this equipment is from. Yeah, so, okay, first of all, whole planet is some kind of a sacred temple for the Emperor, entire planet, not just one place. I mean, that is strong. And one thing also comes to my mind, what scale of defense this place has? Because clearly lots of people like orcs, tyranids, and, even the necrons and God knows how many other, probably has a target here. Knowing that Imperium in the 41st millennia literally is the biggest empire there is. I mean, Necrons can be powerful, but their number is small. Tyranids are just like, insects basically attacking swarm. Orcs are orcs. Eldars are stretched thin as well. Imperium is literally the biggest empire there is, I guess, in the entire galaxy. Imperium is the biggest threat to chaos, right? I mean, that's why the Horus Heresy happened in the first place. So, there must be a lot of defenses for Holy Terra, because as soon as Emperor falls, the entire Imperium goes away. So I can't even imagine the level of defense this place would have. I mean, it would be ridiculous.
Terra is the most heavily fortified world in the galaxy, and among its defenders are elite units drawn from every branch of the Imperial military, from Battlefleet Solar of the Imperial Navy to Inquisitorial stormtroopers. An attack on Terra itself has been regarded as unfathomable, yet more than once it has come to pass.
Those are the, I guess, killer nuns, right?
At the peak of the Horus Heresy, the traitor legions fought across Terra and laid siege to the Imperial Palace itself. For a time, sections of the planet were occupied and corrupted, and billions of Imperial civilians were butchered and sacrificed to the Dark Gods. When the Emperor prevailed, his loyal servants set about restoring the planet, and millennia later, few relics of that dark age remain. Thousands of years of planning has ensured that such an attack could never come again, but as the time of ending dawns across the galaxy, and reality itself is split asunder, not even Terra has been spared. For the first time since Horus was cut down, demons have struck, however briefly, at the very heart of the Imperium.
Damn.
While swiftly destroyed, their very presence on the throne world suggests...
These are custodies, right? Custodies like, oh, hell no. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. 10-foot custodies attacking demons. Okay, the Chaos is directly attacking, I guess, Holy Terra now.
...that Terra is not invincible. For humanity, the survival of Terra is paramount. Within the chambers of the Astronomicon, a massive apparatus located deep beneath the Himalasian mountains, the Emperor projects a great beacon of light into the warp. Without this guidance, faster-than-light travel would be impossible, and the Imperium would not long survive. The countless worlds of the Imperium have endured countless years against the terrors of the galaxy. But if mankind is able to strike down the encroaching darkness and bring about a new age of peace and progress, there can be no doubt that the first sign of salvation will be found on Holy Terra alone. Should the Emperor and his servants fail, then Terra will simply be the last to fall, a solitary fortress alone in the galaxy, before it too is consumed by a tide of heretical rebellion, genocide, and the damnation of chaos. In Atlas, the Templin Institute...
Yeah, let's be honest. If every other world falls, Holy Terra is gonna fall too, because if there is a force that takes out every other planets and, I guess, places of the Imperium, most of the Astartes are gone too now. Whatever defense is left, with the custodies and everything, Holy Terra is not going to stand that much, I think. Unless Holy Terra has ridiculous amount of defenses that rivals combined all of the other Imperium world, I don't know. But yeah, since Emperor is basically just a shell sitting, a dead corpse sitting on a throne, just powering, the warp, access to the warp. Since I'm pretty sure he can't do, I guess, defense damage or anything like that, he just keeps the warp open, right? So it's up to the custodians and Astartes, things like that. I don't know, because in Horus Heresy, I guess he was there to defend it. Now he won't be. A chaos attacks against, he won't be there. And I learned that chaos, basically every time a demon dies, he goes back to chaos and rinse and repeat. That's just OP as fuck. Right, people, that was Holy Terra, Warhammer 40,000 by the channel Tamlin Institute. If you like my Rick Food, like and subscribe. Check out the Rick Sunday, there's a link in the description. Check out the cast of different plays, like Warhammer 40k playlist with all of my Warhammer 40k videos. And other plays like history, JonTron, internet story, and things like that. And follow me on Twitter. YouTube doesn't send notifications lots of times. On Twitter, I'll always be tweeting every time I upload a new video. So, like every time I upload a Warhammer 40k video, I'll be tweeting there. So that way I guess. Yeah, I'll see you next time.